Hey, good morning, Matthew. This is a demo video for you for your Solo Saber Scraptec. Thank you for your patience and your support during this run. There's a lot of stuff going on with this install. All right, so per usual, we're going to go over my desk so I can totally break this down for you and show it to you in close-up how it works and how you operate it. And then at the end, let me know if you have any questions and I will get this out in the mail to you first thing Monday morning, being as it's Saturday today. All right, thanks, man. Hey, good morning, Matthew. This is going to be a quick demo video for you for your Scraptec that I just got done this morning. So you had, it was a little bit different from the others I'm doing. You had opted for the clean version. So this has not been weathered at all, and neither has the chassis, which I'll show you here in a second. All right, this is still a 2-button setup though. So your power will be at the front underneath this aluminum clamp card. Your auxiliary will be in the back here. All right, you've got an OLED screen right here. You've got a main crystal chamber right here that lights up. Turning it around over here, you have a 10-pixel accent strip that also lights up. It's going to be a little hard to show you, but you have a shadow foil props lit PCB in there. This is your blade retention, so we'll go over that here in a second. All right, and then to get to the chassis, you just want to unscrew the handle. So we'll take the handle off here. The main chassis was printed in a red carbon fiber, and then I got the crystal chamber portion that I designed. I had it printed in brass. This one just came in yesterday. All right, so that's a close-up of your chassis and your crystal chamber running a single crystal. So you've got a crystal here, a crystal here. You've got a 10-pixel accent strip here. You've got an 18-pixel accent strip here and here. Now these two are wired together, so they do the same thing. All right, but the others act differently. There's 5 blade styles in this. You're running the Scraptec font that my buddy Keenan over at KSith made for this saber. So it has that font. You'll see Keenan's or KSith's logo when the saber boots up. It'll switch over to my logo on the OLED screen when you fire up the saber. There's a copy of the config file also on the SD card, so if you want to make any changes or add to it or anything you want, everything you need to know is on that config file. All right, 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. Your Proffie board is here, though it is glued down to the shelf because there are a ton of wires underneath it, but you can access everything from right here. So a 90-degree data cable fits in there, very nice. And then you can pull that SD card out with a pair of tweezers. And then you have a kill switch right in front of the board with a removable battery setup. So this takes an 18650 keep power. We'll just cradle the chassis in our hand, spring side for the negative side of your battery, clip it in, come over here and flip the kill switch. It's not picking up very well on the light. There we go. So you can see KSith's logo there. You can see your 2 crystal chambers are each doing a little something different. And these two are doing basically the kit scanner right now until you come over here and turn it on. That's when it goes over to my logo when the saber's fired up. Crystal chamber here. They react to the auxiliary button being pressed. And then you've got twist off. All right, so that's what the chassis looks like outside of the outside of the handle. We put the handle on. You might feel a little bit of resistance right here. Just work through that. There was a tiny lip on the inside of the handle in the machining process. I went in and I filed that down. I spent some time this morning filing that down to make sure everything fit properly. There's just the tiniest bit of resistance now, but you can thread right through that. It doesn't hurt anything. All right, so you can see those accent strips through the handle here and also here. Get your accent strip over here. I did make this go to blue when the saber's on. I don't remember if I showed that. I just thought that looked kind of cool, like there was a fire up feature. The saber is very beefy with the handles on because the pommel is opened up for sound, and you can see your speaker back there. Blade lockup is holding down the auxiliary and hitting the saber. All right, we'll take your blade retention. As you can see, it's sticking in the blade socket. So we'll just back it up until it's not in the blade socket anymore. The saber's made for a 1-inch diameter blade. So we'll go ahead and throw our blade in here, lock it down with our blade retention. So there's a custom sound font made for the Saber, and then you have the custom blade style as well. The blade style was made by Brian Connor specifically for this. The sound font itself has a little bit of a dip in the hum when you let it run for about 35 seconds or so. This is a test blade, so you're not going to see it very good because this is programmed for a full-length blade, but when you hear that dip in the hum, you'll see that effect in the blade. It'll go right there. It'll dip about halfway and then fire back up. Just trying to emulate that it's trying its best to stay on, but it's a Scraptec, you know? And then you've got twist off, right? And then when you're done, go ahead and loosen up your blade retention. Pull your blade out, we'll lock this back down, and we'll simply take our handle off to get back to the chassis. Threads are all greased up. Should travel pretty nice for you. All right, so we'll go ahead and let me put this handle over here. Turn on the Saber, flip it off with the kill switch, and then you want to come over here. You might need a tool. I'm just going to use the back of my pair of tweezers. Pop out the battery just like that. All right, and that's basically how you work that guy. So just want to say I really appreciate your support on the run, your added support with the crystal chamber add-on. Thank you very much for that. Thank you also for your patience. I know it's taken me a little bit. I'm working as fast as I can while maintaining a level of quality so I don't skip over anything, but I am working hard to get these out to you guys. You have not reached out to me one time. You've just let me work. So I really appreciate that. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll get this out in the mail to you Monday morning. Thanks.